It was the first time for anything. But I'm bunch. Doc, alcoholic addict, amongst other things. And welcome to another fantastic edition of Sober School. All right. I had a big, nerdy scientific one that I had planned for today. Super excited about it. I'm pushing that off till next week, giving more time to prepare. But my higher power was telling me the one I was going to do next week, I need to do this week. And I've been needing to do it for a while. So we're going to do it. This is Sober School Grief Edition.
What'd you say?
Grief.
Grief. I think it's Greek.
Yeah. I could do Latin, I could do. Greek. It's all Greek to me.
Yeah. I thought he had some Greek god or something.
Zeus. I'm more a Festus sort of dude, but to each their own. Grief has been coming up a lot. I've been hearing it in meetings and in groups, and when I keep noticing the same thing over and over again, that's telling me that my higher power is trying to tell me something. Because God doesn't talk to me through the TV or through my Pandora profile. However, there's times then what's on TV or the ad that comes up or the songs that come up is like it sticks out in my head. And there's a cohesive message to it. And I really believe that my higher power shapes my understanding so that I understand. Because, you can't just talk to me through the TV. Because everybody's watching the same TV. It's about what I get from it. And what I got from it is, we need to talk about grief. Because that's something pretty much everybody here in this house, it's something that everybody in this house has dealt with, even not if directly with somebody close to you or somebody you know. As I was saying, I think yesterday, there's something that drugs and alcohol were a huge part of our lives. Huge, for many years, it was 90% of my life was centered around drugs and alcohol. So now that I don't have drugs and alcohol in my life, it's like there's a big piece that's missing. There was a big part of my life was getting messed up, and now I don't get messed up anymore. So you notice that absence, just like you ever you see something funny and oh my God, it makes you think of somebody. I hear songs all the time that I would love to play this for my mom and hear her cover that because she used to sing and play guitar. Oh my God, it just and I can't. And there's times I'm watching trippy stuff on YouTube. I'm like, this would be great to watch on mushrooms, or DMT, something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's not an option for me. Or
there you go.
But there's according to the Kubler-Ross model, there is 5 stages of grief. And you don't go through them necessarily in any particular order. Well, there's all right. So there's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And you typically you go through the last one last, but not necessarily. You can feel like, or at least feel like you accept what happened. But if you have okay, man, this happened, I can't do anything about it. So you go trying to live your life, but you haven't processed the other steps, the other stages, and you're not past it yet. and not just learning how to properly, what it looks like to properly grieve those we care about and people we've known and lost. We need to do the same sort of processing with our with alcohol and our drugs of choice. Because if you don't process that grief, you're gonna spend the remainder of your days like missing what you lost, missing alcohol, missing drugs, whatever your problematic dopamine on demand delivery system is, you're gonna miss it. And initially, like a lot of people process these in the order described, because denial being the first one. Like you ever hear somebody like oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, man, when Betty White died, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Betty White died, and like rest in peace. I miss her. Like, but like at first I'm like, no, man, she's outlived so many people. No,
She was 100 for like 30 years.
yeah.
Who's that?
Betty White. You're
Golden Girls, man.
yeah, you're young. She's amazing. She's the reason the movie Lake Placid got an R rating. Yeah, thanks.
She's feeding the gators in it.
Yeah. Yeah, cheesy movie, but stellar performance. But yeah, when I first heard she died, like, no! Like, and similarly, far more depressing when I like woke up and I woke up one morning and I look at my clock and I was late for school. I'm like, why didn't anybody, like, I was freaking out. Because normally they make me get up an hour early because I'm ADHD as F, and so it took me longer to get ready for school. So they would wake me up an hour before my brother and sister, so I'd be ready on time. And it's like school started at 8, and it's like 9:15. I'm freaking out. And I come running out of my room, like trying to put clothes on as I'm running out, and I'm like, why didn't you guys wake me up? And they're like, well, Mike, we didn't want to wake you up because your mom died. And they're just like, it's, you ever see that the shots they do in movies where like the size of the person stays the same and then like the background like moves way far back. It's a cool thing involving like a camera trolley and then changing the zoom and focus at the same time. But I digress. It's just like my mind was blown. I couldn't even process. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then really like, it was like, I was on autopilot for the next probably week. Like just in shock and numbness. Like denial acts as a natural buffer against the initial pain of loss. Sometimes we cannot process. We are not, our brains, our thinking parts are not capable of processing that loss. So we don't. We shut down, we go into like meat robot zombie mode and just go through the motions because we're unable to grasp the news. And then in denial avoidance behaviors, another huge one, like just shutting down, not wanting to talk to anybody because everybody you talk to is going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, and it's just like having a Band-Aid ripped off all over again every time somebody says that to you. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm like, I just finally stopped thinking about it, and then every time somebody wanted to, and their heart's in the right place, but it really hurts. So you just start avoiding people, and not just avoiding people, avoiding reality. When my mom died, like I was talking about it this morning during morning meditation, I kind of decided, all right, I've watched enough movies. Drugs and alcohol seem like a good way to like process difficult emotions. I've seen it time and time again, you know. So I started drinking a handle a day and doing some opiates and stuff left over, and like started doing those pretty hardcore, and weed and meth and whatever else I get my hands on. But really, it's just avoidance behavior because I wanted to feel anything but what I couldn't handle feeling. And it's also, to a degree, initially, that initial shock and numbness, it is an emotional safety mechanism. It's like we're gonna have to put a pin in that because I can't deal. I'm unable to process. So and you keep bumping into it in your brain, and kind of nibbling away at it a little bit. It becomes more and more real over time. But it is a safety mechanism because if you try to process that all at once, it's for you. You freak out. Mm-hmm. Good shit. And really, like bumping into it, like you'll get to like people want to talk to you about memories they have of your loss, or like war stories if you're grieving your drug of choice or alcohol. So it'll come up. You gotta be mindful of that. But it's a process. Oh yeah, that was really messed up that time. That was kind of fun. But then I woke up in the padded cell in a hospital gown again, and yeah, not the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. And two, or the second stage would be anger. Like I was very angstful as a teen, always causing problems. But when my mom died, I was looking for a reason. Like give me a reason to lash out. Give me a target. Like let anything happen that I didn't agree with, because then I could. Because anger being a secondary emotion, really I'm just super freaking sad, and I can't process it. So the way I dealt with that is by masking my sadness with the secondary emotion of anger. And just like, in like direct anger, like I was relatively quiet because I couldn't really talk. I had a speech impediment, stutter. But like when my mom died, I'd yell. It might take me a minute because I stuttered, but I'd get loud and violent, and that really wasn't typically like me. And there's anger outwards, but there's always typically a lot of anger at yourself, because you wind up dwelling over past mistakes and all the things you could have done better and all the things that went unsaid. So you're like, oh man, I had all these opportunities to tell the person I loved them or to make up for this or that, and you just sit there kicking yourself. And really, a healthy expression of that, like putting stuff to words, putting it on paper. Like I always say, like processing it from your brain into another form of communication, like writing it down in words or making the word type sounds, is will definitely change the way you process those emotions. I mean, you can do it in a safe environment, but you also yell at a squirrel. Hard to argue with results. Just go out in the woods and scream about it. Like, but if you let the anger fester inside you and you don't put it anywhere, it's just gonna eat you up inside. It needs an outlet. You can take, like, I take a lot of anger out at the gym. And you notice it's when you start to actually process and get over you've gotten through the numbness and you've gotten over just being pissed off at the world for letting this happen to you. You're at least making some progress.
Playing music does it for me.
Yeah.
Like when I play music, rap music.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, it works.
Music is medicine.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the right music. You got to be careful what sort of medicine you're taking. You know, like there's songs like Woodchuck by Sparkmaster Tape. That is a banger. Like it's an awesome song. It is fun to listen to, but it is honestly trash. Like it's not health food.
Trash.
Yeah, it is. But it slaps. I'll tell you what.
Slaps.
Thanks.
Shit's
We'll
banger.
play it after class. And you prove me wrong. But that's a banger if you're into that sort of thing. But it's not health food. It's more like a Twinkie. You know, like
You know, I can tell a difference. Like since I've slacked off from it, I haven't played guitar much. I haven't sang much. I haven't wrote much music.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a big difference, man. I can tell, like in me,
yeah.
that it's taking its toll.
Well, because it's your outlet.
Yeah.
It's your way. That's like just like how talking about it or writing it down is some people's outlet. Your outlet is playing about it, singing about it, because we all need a way to get it out of here and here, out into the world. Like, because if we don't, Call of Duty Mobile is a great way to process anger in small doses. Not really dealing with the issue, but you're venting off some of the rage.
What? I scream at 10-year-olds. Make them cry. Feel better at the end of the day.
They're 12.
12.
And that makes it better.
I mean, I go down there and I give it to them kids.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's some Newcastle type stuff. But like, one of the next stage or one of the other stages of grief is typically like bargaining, like which goes into a lot of the whole like kicking yourself, like man, if only I'd done this different. Or like, cause man, I struggled with, cause I put my mom through a lot, like a lot, and I was in and out of facilities and the state hospital and group homes, and like the whole time she's sick and trying to take care of my brother and sister and me as a single mom and a school teacher, and I'm putting her through, getting suspended, got Secret Service called on me. Oh, the FBI.
What was that?
Yeah, it's another topic for another class. But I put my mom through some stuff, and like, man, like, yeah. Well, she like, I was blaming myself, because man, she was struggling. She was trying not to die of cancer, and I was putting her through it. So I blame myself. Like, man. Like I probably like the amount of stress I put her through definitely wasn't helping her heal from cancer, wasn't helping her fight it. So like, what other choice did I have but to blame myself? Well, like this is also what you're talking about, like a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, because by now you don't still. I mean, do you believe that to an extent still?
Well, I know that what I put my mom through did not help her heal. Like that's a scientific fact, but I no longer like actively like blame myself for killing my mom. Yeah, because but like the regret and guilt and remorse is probably like the healthiest out of those three, but. There's nothing, doesn't matter how sorry I was, there was nothing I could do to undo the mistakes that I made. Undo like the things I said wrong and the things that I could have said right and didn't. There's nothing I can do about it. And you get through it and you're like, oh, you're mad at yourself then you're kicking it yourself for the stuff you're mad at yourself about, and then you get sad. Like, it's just like you typically, sometimes all at once, sometimes in stages, you're just like, crap. Like, I'll never get to hear my mom sing again. Like, my buddy Ray, it was my best friend growing up. He was murdered on St. Patrick's Day, and he had a great laugh. And he loved The Simpsons. And every time I see something funny on The Simpsons, I'll be laughing about it. And then I'll think to myself, man, Ray would love that. And I get sad still. Like, it because I miss dude. He was a really super good dude. Like, he met this chick who was getting turned out. And she just was trying to get away from the situation, so he bought her a bus ticket back to Vegas, where she was from. And her pimp came over and shot Ray in the neck when he answered the door, because he tried to do something nice for somebody. Is that just the sort of dude Ray was? And I still get sad about it, but man, I still got the good times. And oh man, just side note, little story. All right, so Ray loved The Simpsons. Like, he had a superpower where, like, if The Simpsons was on, it didn't matter what channel. Yeah, it's on 42. Like, his Simpsons sense would start tingling, and we'd be out running the streets and stuff. Man, we gotta find a TV. Simpsons is on 10 minutes. He didn't even have to watch. He always knew when The Simpsons was on and what channel it was on. And one of my other friends, my buddy Scott, who I talked about in another class, like, he won this. It was a contest to have yourself turned into like, by the artist from The Simpsons, turned into a Simpsons character. So he had them do Ray. He gave them Ray's picture. So they got a picture of Ray as a Simpson, and it looks just like him. But yeah, see, that's the sort of stuff. Like, man, that makes me smile. But it's still, and the sad, when I first heard, like, I was working and stuff, and somebody that I hadn't talked to in years came up and found me because they heard where I was working and told me that. I went through, like, all the stages of grief all over again. But the depression is, it's hardcore. Like, man, I don't think I got out of bed for like a week after my mom died. And if I did, it was to, like, stumble days to the bathroom, or eat a bowl of cereal or something like that, and then just go right back to bed, because I was sad. And it just, like, the intensity of the emotions we go through when we feel loss are huge, and it takes a toll. Like, incomprehensible sadness and what is that? Smashing Pumpkins, melancholy and the infinite sadness. Just like, and you're exhausted merely from what you're feeling. It like, just like, you're more tired than you've ever been from working in your life, merely by feeling the emotions to the degree that you're feeling them. And it's easier to, like, if your muscles are sore and you're exhausted, and you can get some rest, eat some good food and hydrate, what have you, and that'll help with like physical fatigue and physical pain. But like I've said before, like, as far as your brain's concerned, there is no difference between physical pain and emotional pain. It's literally the same neurotransmitter or neuromessenger in your brain. It's called substance P. It's a peptide. It has to do with, like, the enkephalin peptide, what have you. And basically, heartbreak and sadness from loss is expressed in your brain the same way as if you lost a limb or got kicked in the junk. Except when you get a hand chopped off or take one to the breadbasket, you at least produce endorphins, which help ease that pain and help you get over it. With emotional pain, we don't have that. There's nothing. There's all the rest in the world, all the hydration, all the like. You can drink a protein shake or anything like that. There's no one way to like make that hurt lessen. And this is where the importance of support is huge. And like in actual loss and also in grieving are drugs of choice and alcohol. The importance of having a support network so you can like a safe place where you can talk about what like you're mad about or you're sad about or regrets. It's just as important for being able to process through the stages of grief and the emotions you're going through as it is the grief of like, man, it's good having a safe place where you can talk about, man, I was driving by the liquor store the other day and like I feathered the brakes a little bit, or yeah, staring at that box of cough medicine for a little bit too long when I was getting. Don't judge me, you know. But like, this is supposed to be a safe place. But yeah, it is. But we can talk about it, and we can grieve. Think of a 12-step meeting is like a wake for drugs and alcohol. It's a place where we can talk about it in a safe environment and reminisce. Because I've been to
a wake is a funeral, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's where everybody gets together and you talk about the person who's gone.
No, the wake is where you go view the body.
No, that's a
funeral is
viewing.
you put the person in the grave. See, the wake and the funeral are two different things. What you call it? You go to the wake first, then you go view the body. Then the funeral is the next day or later on. You drop the body in the
Let's
ground.
just ask Google.
You go to view the body.
That's the answer right
Yeah.
there.
Well, I have been to a goodly number of wakes, and we got together, and typically there's alcohol involved, so that's probably not the best way to go about it.
For a funeral where family and friends come together to honor and pay their respects to the deceased, share memories, offer condolences to the family, and provide.
Yeah, it's like a 12-step meeting is like it's like a wake for getting baked. It's a place where you can talk about, because we all, to a degree, to varying degrees, we all miss. That too. But having the option to see that old friend one last time.
An abusive ex.
Yeah. But you still.
I miss having a girlfriend, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. All right. That's another topic for another class. But even though she was abusive, you still miss her, don't you?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
She's coming to see me. What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's what could go wrong.
I was showing you that.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
What?
But
Mail.
there's no quick fix. But the more processing you can do about it, the more realization and recognition of these individual stages we can do personally. Just like how we identifying when we're getting angry about stuff and the root causes. Just how doing that with like small things and in little ways helps us prevent getting angry in the big ways. The more processing we can do, the more talking about it, the more writing it down, the more writing a song about it we do, the better.
Right.
Because that changes how we process this, and that brings us to acceptance.
More video games. Got it.
So technically, we grieve on more things than we even acknowledge.
Oh, absolutely. Like, do you ever miss getting messed up?
Sometimes.
Yeah, because it was a big part of your life that's no longer there. Same type shiz. Exactly. But it's acceptance is acknowledging reality. Except it doesn't mean to say it's not about being okay that they're not here anymore. It's not about being like you may not be okay that I can't get like me personally, like I have more of a problem with drugs than alcohol, but I'm still an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic because I can't not drink. I'm an alcoholic because I cannot drink. Like I can watch you drink all the time. I can walk past it. I don't because it's not really good for my dog's heart. But and it does look appealing sometimes.
Yeah.
But I know, like, if I do, it's gonna go all the way bad. Like, I'm gonna black out, and I'm gonna have to read about what I did the next day in the paper, or like on Facebook, or try and figure out where I woke up at. It's like, see that movie Memento, where the dude's got amnesia? Darren Aronofsky, really good movie. Definitely check it out. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I'd wait. If I drank today, it'd be like tomorrow morning or afternoon, more accurately, it would be like trying to solve a mystery. You know, like I have no recollection of what I did. It's a safe assumption statistically and historically that it wasn't anything good. So you go through your pockets looking for clues.
Stolen car key.
Yeah. Like, where did you get a bowling trophy? I don't even bowl. You know, like. And I don't get me wrong, I like a good mystery. However, it's not. I can't do it. Like it's like I like it doesn't matter how good of a person I am when it's not me in charge anymore. I've done some messed up stuff, and man, I got to the point accepting like, man, no matter how much I miss having certain pharmaceuticals and substances in my life, I have to accept that that's not a part of my life anymore.
It's gone.
Yeah.
For the birds. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see them.
Yeah. Because it just and it's hard, but it like through processing, grieving my drugs of choice, because what you call a poly substance abuser. Like my favorite thing is whatever is available, and failing that, the right tool for the job. There's certain things I prefer during certain situations, but failing that, I'm gonna make it make sense. I'm gonna figure something out. Be like, but and is integrating the loss into my life. All right, it's part of who I am, but it's not everything I am. That's why I'm Doc, alcoholic addict, amongst other things. Because I'm not just an alcoholic. I'm not just an addict. I'm something a whole lot more than that.
Oh yeah, you are.
Oh, stop. But I also happen to be those other things. And I have to make peace with that. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I don't got my keys on right this second, but like I wear my NA key tags like a badge of honor. Because I do run into situations where like I'll fix something for somebody and they're like, "Hey man, can I get you a beer? You want to hit this?"
I want to hit you.
Yeah. Well, no, I ain't mad at them. They're just being neighborly and good hosts. But I just go jingle. No, I used to get down. Not no more. Wouldn't be a good idea. I have keys to your house.
No more.
You know. And the more we reconnect with the people we still have, the avenues for dealing with feels we still have. So I always like being active and stuff, but I can't get down like that. I can't get down the way I used to get down. So now I get down to the gym. Now I teach classes and use the messed up stuff, my loss, to hopefully be some of your guys' gain.
Yeah, I like that.
Because if you don't do anything with it, if you're just like, I've got some messed up stories, some horrible things have happened to me, and if I don't do anything good with it, it's just a pile of horrible. I'm just a pile of horrible things.
You better
For-
stop it.
I am for no good reason, unless unless I use the mistakes I've made
That's right.
to help it, so you don't have to make the same mistakes.
That's right.
If I can use the messed up stuff I've been through to help a single one of you not make those same mistakes, that messed up shit, getting molested, getting hit by cars, struck by lightning, stabbed, shot, poisoned, blessings.
How do we not get shocked by lightning?
3 times. 2.5.
How do we not?
I would be mindful when it rains. If you see me going inside and there's clouds in the sky, go inside.
Go
I'll
inside.
tell
I
the
feel
boss.
it.
Yeah. But like, if there's no place to go inside, don't stand next to me.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Great.
because statistically, I'm 7 times more likely to get hit than you are. So as long as you're outside the range, I'll take the hit, brother. I got you.
I appreciate it.
I fucks with you.
Yeah.
So you tell us who hit you first, so we can just run away and watch, huh?
Yeah, just make sure to get it on get it on camera.
You know, I'd sit next
So-
to you and risk it because I don't think it's statistically it'd be. I mean, I think you're really lucky whether you think about it or not.
Oh, absolutely. Jesus
Bad
loves
good
me.
luck. Yeah.
Like all this horrible stuff that I've been hit by cars over a dozen times. I've been struck by lightning 2.5 times. I've had crazy stuff happen to me. Like, man, you're unlucky. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's luck. One way or
Like,
the
God loves me.
other. Yeah.
Like, this is not who I am. This is the stuff I've lived through.
You bring Jesus into it, I guess.
You know, I've been hit by a car twice, and that really hurt.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. That reminds me of a poem about my That reminds me of a poem about my ex-girlfriend. It's called "I Miss Her Sometimes." And like, I ran into my ex-girlfriend the other day. Then I backed up and ran into her again. I miss her sometimes. End of class.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doc.